Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 5 of the Fulham career mode here on FIFA 18. We're out of the transfer window now. As such, at the end of this episode, we'll have a squad report so you can see how everybody's growing so far, and just out of curiosity, have a closer look at some of the individual stats of the players that we're hoping will grow even further than they have done already. We've got Newcastle to start things off though, and then Tottenham at the end of the week. And then we'll start tomorrow's episode with a second game of the season, remarkably, against Manchester United at home. Not looking forward to that, especially after how much I had to work for the draw we got in the last episode. But for now, we'll start with Newcastle, then we'll play Tottenham. I'd probably be happy with a point, to be honest, from these two, but we'll have to wait and see. The point specifically coming from Newcastle, I don't expect to get anything against Tottenham, but I didn't expect to get anything from Manchester United, and we were able to get a draw. So who knows at this point. Drop the video a like if you enjoy though. Do subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. As of recording of this video, I'm not sure whether I'll do a Season 3 at Leverkusen or do something different and maybe do like a brief My Player style series. Not sure. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe test that out for perhaps the return in FIFA 19. We'll wait and see. But for now, I'm going to concentrate on Fulham and we'll play Newcastle first. Right, Newcastle starting lineup. Rob Elliott in goal. 4 at the back four. Elvedi, Lascelles, Leyoun and Lazar at left back. 4 in midfield as well. Richie Shelby, Isaac Hayden and Morales on the left. New signing for this series. Haselu at centre forward and Slimani up top. Strong side physically, and I do have a team full of small individuals, so we might struggle here. Haselu brings that down. Spins well, and Matt Ritchie draws a good save out of Rossi. Nice to see him make a proper save there as well, because a couple of times he's made some mistakes in his opening games for me, but that gives me a little bit more confidence in our youngster. We are, of course, playing him with a view of him growing quite considerably throughout the course of this series, but hopefully he can find his feet sooner rather than later, because he was a little bit dodgy to start off with, but fingers crossed that's the start of him really settling in this team. I couldn't quite get that out of my feet in time. That's the start of him settling in this team and pushing forward with some good performances to maybe start to help me keep a clean sheet or two. Because I get the feeling if I'm to stay up, I'm going to need to try and squeak some 1-0 victories, and I can't do that with a dodgy goalkeeper. Fonte into Seri, drop of the shoulder, nice. Oh, perhaps I should have shot rather than trying to find the teammate. Good header by Callas. Nord will get this out wide to Cabano. Inside there to Rui Fonte. Oh, it's nicely done. And Cabano's in the box. I need someone to pull off the back. And arriving there. Oh, please. Ryan Sessegnon couldn't quite do it. Norwood from the edge of the box. That's a strike and a half, but it wouldn't quite find the target. When Ryan Sessegnon was running onto that, I was certain he was going to score. Great defending from Newcastle to keep it a 0-0 after 20 minutes. Slimani around the corner nicely to Haselu. Into Ritchie. Not the best of decisions to go for goal from that angle, especially when he had options in the middle. But fair play, he decided to go for it, and he wasn't able to do anything with it. Cabano's just got the space to run into. I see the man running in the middle. If I can find him, oh, it's a lovely ball to Tom Kenny. And we'll pull it back here to Rui Fonte, whose touch lets him down. He could have just gotten a second touch in there to square himself up to goal and find a bit of space. I could have been able to get a shot away. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be. There's Seri, linking up well with Kenny again. Oh, I couldn't squeeze it through for Rui Fonte this time. Frustrating so far in an offensive sense. Newcastle either defending very well or just a lack of quality from the players that I've got, refraining me from being able to get chances on goal. Here's Haselu into Matt Ritchie. Advantage played, and they will take it. Oh, nice footwork from Morales. John Joe Shelby back to Morales. There's Isaac Hayden. Don't fancy him scoring from the edge of the box. What a ball through to Slimani though. That pass was inch perfect. I didn't even see it on. The vision of Isaac Hayden to somehow squeeze that through all the defenders and pick out Slimani through a narrow channel of 3 defenders there. How on earth has he found that pass? Good finish from Slimani, but unbelievable assist from Isaac Hayden. We're 1-0 down. Ritchie, nicely there into Haselu. Around the corner, Isaac Hayden again. Isaac Hayden is apparently a pass master. Matt Ritchie makes it 2-0, 4 minutes into the second half. Looks like we're going to be getting our first defeat of the league season. Isaac Hayden again threading the needle. And a good finish from Richie on his favoured left foot. When did Isaac Hayden turn into Xavi? Someone explain that to me. Back to Shelby, to Haselu. Richie's got the overlapping run here from the right back. I'm not going to use him yet. Slimani back to Richie. And on his left, must in there, Brian. Well done. Cross into Seri. Now there's space for Ryan Sessegnon if I can find him. Oh, his touch is brilliant, Ryan Sessegnon. We're going to drive forward, and I've got people in the middle to find. And I'll look to find... He was offside, wasn't he? I can't believe it. Here's Elvedi on the overlap. Brian's going to come across here. Getting a good foot, but he's still going to drop free to Haselu. That's going to be a pen, isn't it? Oh, it's not going my way in this one. Not even slightly. I knew as soon as he turned there, I thought I could get to it, and then I didn't even really trip him too much. I didn't lean too far across him. It was just an easy challenge to go down under and ensure. Oh, but Slimani's missed the pen. He's put it wide. A let off. Can we build on that? Let's go and get... Oh. No. No, we can't. Elvedi inside to Gale. Inside to Slimani. Gale. Oh, it's given away. Much on forward to Seri. Session out wide. Aite's gone central now. And he's come on for Rui Fonte. And that's a nice turn. I can't afford to get in any physical battles. Oh, that's why I can't afford to get any physical battles. But that's gone well. Aite making the difference off the bench again. Scored the winning goal in the game against Crystal Palace in the last episode. He's come off the bench to pull us one back here. Nice work from he and Cabano to link up like that. Good movement from both. 10 minutes to find an equaliser. Slimani out wide to Morales. Christie around the corner to Tom Kearney. Into Oliver Norwood. Smack that out wide there to Cabano. Aite's made the run. Now can I find him down the line? The answer is yes. And I've got a runner. It's Tom Kearney. He's left-footed. Oh, he's a hell of a challenge from Jamal Lascelles, though, to ensure that I don't get past him. That might well earn them a point. Oh, sorry, earn them all 3 points here at Newcastle and deny me a point. Slimani has the strength to hold off Callas there. And Christie's out of position now. Here's Morales. Whipped in. Headed away by Lamarchand. Gave away the penalty. Ki Sung-young turns. Finds Ritchie. And he finds only the keeper. It's now or never. I've got a score on this counter-attack. I'm not even going to get the chance to even get the ball under control from my keeper. A 2-1 defeat at home against Newcastle United is our first defeat of the league season. Probably deserved on the whole. Mainly just because of how ridiculously good Isaac Hayden's assists were. It's been a long time since the AI has threaded some passes like that through tiny little gaps to ensure that they score goals against me. They were a couple of the best assists, specifically the first one, that you'll see in a career mode. Up next for us, Tottenham. From this team today. Right, Tottenham starting lineup. Michel Vorm in goal. Walker Peters, Alderweireld, Sanchez and Gaia at the back. Of course, Vertonghen's gone to Bayern Munich in this save. Moussa Dembele and Victor Wanyama holding. Sissoko, Eriksson, Son. And who are they starting up top? Vincent Janssen. Of course, they sold Harry Kane to Real Madrid. Sterling on the bench. Sterling? We didn't see that transfer go through, did we? I don't remember missing that transfer. Must be a different Sterling, surely. Pretty sure Raheem Sterling didn't leave Manchester City in the transfer window. Maybe I was wrong. Right. Into Seri. Starting Leao up top in this one. I had a look online, and it's Kazaya Sterling. Leao! Oh, Michel Vorm denies him his first goal. Leao starting in this one ahead of Rui Fonte, who's been rather unimpressive. 74 rated Rui Fonte, and Leao, decent header by Cyrus Christie, but too high. Leao 67 rated and has been just as effective, or no less ineffective is probably a better way to phrase it, than Rui Fonte has been. So starting Leao here against Tottenham. And like I say, I had a look online at Sterling. Apparently there's a youngster called Kazaya Sterling that plays for Tottenham. So I wasn't losing my mind. Raheem Sterling definitely didn't move to Tottenham. It was Kazaya Sterling, an already signed Tottenham youngster. Already assigned Tottenham youngster. I'm going to lay this in front of Cabano. I was hoping Leao could stay on his feet, but he couldn't. But he is there to pick this up and dinks it across to Raheem. Got Raheem Sterling on the mind to Ryan Sessegnon. Same initials, I guess. But unfortunately, the diving header straight at Michel Vorm. Starting on the front foot here, though, really positive for us in the opening few moments at Wembley. Back to Kearney, into Seri. Ryan Session is there. Oh, it drops the shoulder nicely. Ryan Session on his left. Good block by Toby Alderweireld. It will be a corner, though. We are most certainly on top in the opening parts of this game. And Christie this time can't get to the header. Nor would if I can turn this quickly back to Ryan Session, we might get another chance. We will. Oh, but it'll lead to another corner. Sessignon having a lot of the play at left wing. That's another good corner. Oh, it's over everybody. Cleared away. Oh, and I've only been able to head that down to Christian Eriksen. And now Vincent Janssen comes away with it. And Tottenham will maintain possession. They've not been very good in the opening 20 minutes, though. Well, maybe it's not that they've not been very good. I've just been, surprisingly, actually pretty decent here against a pretty strong Tottenham team. Rafael Leao around the corner there to Cabano. I've got nobody in the box, though. Ryan Sessignon was arriving at the back post, but didn't feel confident of finding him. Tom Kearney. Oh, nice. Lovely change of direction. Oh, the can't finish off the post from Tom Kearney on his weaker right foot. Janssen wins that header ahead of Thomas Callas. Oh, it's infuriating. It was a great double touch from Tom Kearney to get into the box in the first place, and I had to make that tackle with a man free on this near side. It was absolutely vital that I did not let them get in behind me there. Can I find here? Jose Guy is very fast, isn't he? Cabano's done well, though, and will force the throw in. I've got two players in support here. Tom Kearney, I still can't believe that he missed that opportunity off the post. Norwood into Rafael Leao. Oh, poor ball, but will find Seri. Here's Oliver Norwood. That's floating, but Vaughan will pluck it out of the air. It's probably the best half an hour I've played in any game so far, to be completely honest. Not been able to take the lead yet. Ryan Sessignon will get to that and will whip the ball in, and there is the man in the middle, but Davinson Sanchez clears away. 35 minutes of pure Fulham pressure. 35 minutes of pure Tottenham defending. Dembele into Janssen. Left-footed Vincent Janssen. So I need to make sure I keep him on his right if I have the opportunity to force him onto a specific foot. And now Ryan Sessignon's got the space to run into here. Hopefully he's got the pace and acceleration to get into it too. I've got two people in the middle to aim for. Oh, that's going to reach Tom Kearney. Oh, he's left-footed, isn't he? Kearney, I thought it was Norwood for a moment. Seri to Carey again. He's used his right that time again. And this time the keeper saves. I must have had 5 or 6 efforts now in this first half, but I haven't scored yet. We have hit the woodwork though. Christian Eriksen at the beginning of the second half. Gives it away. Worked it around well. We're certainly putting in a performance that's worthy of Wembley so far in this game. You definitely would have thought that we were the side that should be challenging for a top 4 spot rather than Tottenham. Maybe even challenging for the title, to be fair, for Tottenham. The squad they have. Tom Kearney looking to get in behind here. Davinson Sanchez far too strong for me, but I will take the free kick apparently. I'm not sure about that. Now what can we do? Tom Kearney stood over it. I did have someone that was better at free kicks than I, yes. Jean-Michel Sarr, although the last free kick Seri took was woeful, wasn't it? Let's try Tom Kearney instead then. We'll line it up, try and get it up and down, or around and around. And unfortunately it was pretty tame. Note to self, if you have the opportunity, sign a free kick specialist for the first team. March on with a tackle. Sessignon holds the ball up nicely. Layout into Seri. We'll use the right back. He's run offside there, Cabano, but he's onside again now. We'll cut back. We'll cross. And Dembele's underneath it. Looks. Moussa Sissoko across. Someone stayed down there in the box. Nice physicality shown by Tom Kearney there. Ryan Sessignon twists one way then the other. Ryan Sessignon for a 1-0 lead. Well, saved again by Michel Vorm. Now Moussa Sissoko can find them on the counter-attack. Plays in Vincent Janssen. Lunge for that. It's a great tackle from the Marchand. Exactly what I needed. Exactly when I needed it. Bano looking for Leao, who's now carrying a knock. Something about me and getting strikers injured this year, apparently. Big ping from Toby Alderweireld. Thankfully, Brian was underneath it. Johansson picks up the ball. We're playing Ryan Sessignon. You can see the right back has gotten a long way forward. And I've made a change up top when Aite's come on. And Aite's there. And if it weren't for Jose Gaya, that might well have found its way in the back of the net. Aite very nearly having another impact off the bench. He's turning into quite the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer / Chicharito type impact player off the bench. Tom Kearney with a delivery here. It's Callas with the header, but it's simple for Michel Vorm. I think I deserve a win from this. I still could very easily lose because it's Tottenham and at any given moment they could score a goal. But I definitely deserve at least a point. Sanchez through to Lucas, the Brazilian. Back to Davinson Sanchez. Tackled by Kearney. Oh, it's a poor pass though from Tom Kearney. Moussa Dembele looks to thread that through, but he's now Isaac Hayden. 5 minutes to go here. Still 0-0. Tom Kearney, oh, it's not Tom Kearney, it's Oliver Norwood. I keep getting Norwood and Kearney mixed up. Oh, it's a beautiful through ball to Shea Ojo, who's also come off the bench. Sorry, can he have an impact on the pitch? Oh, what a block by Walker Peters. Ryan Sessegnon denied a goal by inches. He very nearly scored against Newcastle. He very nearly scored against Tottenham. But it's not to be for Ryan Sessegnon. It's not to be for me. Here's Davinson Sanchez, kicks that straight against Kearney. Somehow comes away with the ball. Thankfully for me, Thomas Callas cuts it out. And there's the final whistle. That was a very hectic game. And how we haven't scored, I'm not entirely too sure. Like I say, that was a performance very much worthy of Wembley from us. The stats speak for themselves. I'm pretty sure Tottenham definitely had at least one shot. But that was ridiculous. I've not dominated a game like that in ages, especially with a side as weak as Fulham. To get a draw against Man United and get a draw against Tottenham, I'm very pleased with the start to this Premier League season. We may have lost to Newcastle, but pretty sure we could just shrug that off at this stage. We'll have a quick train and then we'll have the squad report and show you the league table as it stands right now. We should be around about mid-table. But we'll find out in due course. I'm so desperately sympathetic and empathetic for Ryan Sessegnon. He could have had a couple of goals today, but never mind. Right, let's have a look. Attributes. Rodak, no movement for him. Bettinelli has grown a little bit, but Norman has grown a little bit too. But it's Rossi that's the man that's growing for us. We are training him quite considerably. Up 2 to 74 rated now. His diving isn't that good yet. His reflexes are getting there. His handling isn't that good either. I think it was the low handling and low diving which meant that he made the mistake in the first game of the season against Southampton. His positioning's good, and that's why he keeps making those saves at the near post, which is something that Onana didn't do for me when I bought him at Southampton. And he was a recommended player for you guys in the comment section as well for this series. Cyrus Christie up 1 to 73, 24 years of age. No growth for Dennis Odoi, but crucially at 29, no decline either. Steven Sessegnon is up 1 to 58 rated. Le Merchant, is up a little bit individually, but not overall. Ream is growing slightly as well, which is intriguing to me. Davis is growing a little bit too. Thomas Callas at 1 to 73, benefiting from some first-team football. Marcelo Giallo growing a little bit. Varnier also growing a little bit. I will start to train him sooner rather than later, actually. Joe Bryan, a little bit of individual growth from him. Ryan Sessegnon up 1 overall to 70. Hopefully he gets a little bit quicker between now and the end of the season, and his technicals will continue to grow because I shall continue to train him. I've had an offer in for Sean Kavanagh. I've accepted one and he rejected a contract. So I've accepted a subsequent offer as well. Matthew Targett growing a little bit. He's on loan from Southampton, of course. Kevin McDonald, probably sell him next year, but no growth from him. Ibrahima Cisse. In fact, I could sell Kevin McDonald in January and try and buy Jedson Fernandez maybe. Player that rejected the loan offer to us in the transfer window. Ibrahima Cisse, 70 rated, only 23 years of age. Perhaps I should give him a little bit of a go, in that CDM role, because he's got good physicals and he's okay in the tackle. Definitely a player that I should certainly consider moving forward. I may even put him on the bench ahead of Kevin McDonald if I'm certainly going to sell him, but I know McDonald is a favourite with the Fulham fans. Oliver Norwood up 1 to 73. He's only on loan, of course, but playing well for me. Tom Kearney up 1 to 78. Hopefully we can get some good growth out of him. Jean-Michel Seri up 1 to 83. He's been brilliant for me so far. 2 goals and 1 assist in competitive play in the Premier League. Stefan Johansson up 1 to 75. Crucially growing in the stand tackle role as well, because I am using him more so than not in the CDM role. Edun, I tried to accept a loan offer for him and he just won't go anywhere. Tor Steinson is up 1 to 56, although pretty non-applicable really, considering the state of the squad. He won't play for me, neither will De La Torre, unfortunately for him. Couldn't get any loan offers in. Shea Ojo's up 1 to 69 rated. He came off the bench, of course, in the previous game and very nearly set up a goal for Ryan Sessegnon. Isaac Pearce is completely dead. Patrick Catrone is actually up 1 to 72, but out for 7 months. Still so frustrated that Camera should be back soon. I'm intrigued to see how he gets on in the first team. I certainly want to try him out. Mitrovic at 1, but don't like him. Aite having an impact, 2 goals off the bench so far in the Premier League season. He's not really strong enough to start, and whilst he's been so effective for me late in games, I will continue to utilise him as a sub, not a starter, which in real life would be very frustrating for him, but it's FIFA and it doesn't really matter, so I'm going to keep utilising him as an impact sub. Rafael Leao's been decent actually. His finishing's growing thanks to the training, and he was good there against Tottenham, so I'm going to continue to play him ahead of Rui Fonte. Gordy Woodrow, no growth from him at all, out on loan at Bristol City. Rui Fonte, no growth from him, a little bit, but I'm not enjoying Rui Fonte, I have to be honest. Humphreys and Adebayo are completely useless. Lucas Piazzon, he's barely played for me. 1 substitute appearance in the Premier League. He's not as good as he was a few years, or not as good a prospect as he was a few years ago, that's for sure. Cabano's been good for me though. Only the 1 assist, but overall play, he's absolutely brilliant. A little bit of growth from him, up 1 overall. I haven't yet got any youth scouts. I haven't yet got the funds to have a youth scout either, so we shall wait and see what happens between now and January. But like I say, I'm considering selling on Kevin McDonald, and that would free up the money for probably Jedson Fernandez and a singular youth scout. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But that's all. Actually, no, I was going to check the league table, wasn't I? So let's do that before we duck out. But that is going to be all for today's episode. Do drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. Check the channel page for any Leverkusen videos that you missed. The season is now finished to season 2, and like I say, as of recording, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with a second series on the channel. This will now go daily. So this will be Saturday's video. This will go daily now for the considerable future. I'm actually away from Monday to Friday next week, so unfortunately, actually it might be Monday to Sunday. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get anything new series-wise recorded after the Leverkusen series finishes, but I'm going to make sure I have the Fulham video for you every single day whilst I'm away. And I said I'd be happy with mid-table. We are exactly mid-table, 10th after 5 games. I'd bite your hand off for that at the end of the season, to be completely honest. But for now, that's all for Saturday. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.